Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today we have a very special topic. I mean indeed very special. The criminal and flagging system. And especially as a new player it's kind of confusing. So if we look in the overview of what states are in the game. To yellow and purple I will say later something to that. Let's start. As a new player you start as a neutral blue player. You haven't done anything wrong. And everyone has that state with 0 murder counts. The light blue ones are the alliance members. The red one are the murderers. The orange one are the war targets of your current guild. The grey ones are the temporary criminals. They have a criminal timer that runs off after 5 minutes and then they are neutral blue again. And your guildmates that are flagged in green. And yes, even if you are in a guild and you hit your guildmate or your alliance member, they will get damage. So if you, for example, are a neutral blue player and you attack another neutral blue player, then you will get a temporary criminal. You will be grey for at least 5 minutes. And if you don't do anything criminal the 5 minutes, then the timer runs off and you will be blue again. Next case would be if a blue player kills 10 other blue players, then he will be a red player, a murderer. So his murder count is then currently 10, and each 8 hours of in-game time you will lose 1 murder count. And if you are under 10 murder counts, you will be a blue player again. If you, for example, have 10 murder counts, you played in-game for 4 hours, then you killed another person, then you now have 11 murder counts and the timer resets. But only the 1 murder count resets, not all of your murder counts. You can also burn your murder counts offline. My last info was 32 hours. I guess sometimes it's less. It depends on how Starbolt patch it all the time. In the beginning it was 16 and then it got higher to 24. Please ask your guildmates. And if you, for example, are a murderer and you have a high reputation with the NPC guards in your local town, which can be the case, then you can still enter the town and the guards won't attack you. But every other player can see that you are a murderer and can kill you. Another interesting thing is murderers have the right to defend themselves. So if you attack a murderer and he kills you, he doesn't get a murder count from that because you hit him first. This is also the case for the temporary criminals. You always have the right to defend yourself without getting a murder count. And here comes now the interesting thing where a lot of people, a lot of new players in Mortal completely fail to understand. So we have a grey dude in the top right corner who did something criminal and is now grey. You as a blue player attack the grey player. Then you as a blue player are still for everyone else a blue player. But the grey criminal player see you in grey. This is called local grey. So you are only grey to that people that you hurt. But in the view of the public, of the guards and of everyone else, you're still a blue player. And this ties in with another mechanic, the helping mechanic. If you are helping a murderer or if you are helping a temporary criminal, you will also be a criminal. But here comes the big but. If, for example, you healing someone who is local grey, but he attacked someone else, then they see you also as local grey. The interesting thing is that this is only if the person that got attacked is also grey. If it's a criminal and you healing a criminal, then you are directly grey for everyone. You are not local grey to the guy he was attacking, but you are then completely grey. You're completely a criminal in the eyes of everyone. Another interesting mechanic a lot of new players don't know. When you are in a guild and you are killing a guildmate, you don't get a murder count. And same also goes for war targets. It doesn't matter if the war target is blue or not. You can kill them, but not in towns, because in towns is still the law. If you attack a war target in town, the guards will attack you. If you attack a guildmate in town, the guards will not attack you. And alliance members are treated the same way as guildmates. But to break it down a little bit more easier, the whole flagging system, you are, for example, a criminal, and it makes a difference if you are a public criminal or a criminal in other terms, like the local grey system, a war target, or a guildmate. As compact as possible, these are the basics of the flagging system and the murder system in Mortal Online 2. And what is about the yellow and the purple I have said earlier? Yellow could be important in the future because Henrik said in one of his streams that they want to introduce the yellow flag again, like they had it in Mortal Online 1, but not exactly like they had it in Mortal Online 1. To explain it to you in short, in Mortal Online 1, a new player had a yellow flag and he wasn't killable for a certain amount of time. You couldn't attack a yellow player. And he was also not able to hold expensive items. Henrik said maybe they will bring back the yellow flag again for the new players, but it will be the same state as a blue player. The only difference is that if a murderer, if a other player kills a yellow player, then he gets a little bit more reputation loss and maybe even more than a murder count. Just a little bit harder punishment. And the purple flag is maybe important in Mortal Online 2 pretty soon. It depends on when Star Wars will introduce the thievery system. Because in the old Mortal Online 1, when you stole something from someone's inventory and no one clearly have seen you stealing something, then you had the purple flag. And when you are purple, you're basically grey, but no one sees that you are grey. So if someone just hits you, then you are instantly grey. This timer lasted also 5 minutes. So you stole something from someone's inventory and you had the purple flag for 5 minutes. And if someone was pushing you, for example, holding the block and then making a left click, then you can push someone. Or you directly hit a purple player, which you don't know that he's purple because only he sees that he's purple. He looks like a normal blue player to you. But if you hit him, he will get instantly grey. But yeah, this again depends on if Star Wars will implement that or if they would do it like that. Of course, they could just choose other colors. But basically from the experience we had in the last years is that everything from Mortal Online 1 will come to Mortal Online 2 in some way or form with some major tweaks sometimes, with some improvements. So maybe these two flags will also come to the table. And if you are a new player and you still can't understand what I'm talking about, then please also write a comment. And reading the comments of other users and you as a veteran player, if you're watching this, please help the new players to understand that better. Because I've seen so many posts about people getting confused about the local grey stuff and why guildmates can hit each other and stuff like that. They are often confused by that. And then you can hit war targets, but you can't hit them in the town and stuff like that. People are confused by that. And the wilderness is a completely other topic. If you're on the map on the wilderness, then nothing of this flagging system exists. Nothing of that. I mean, you basically can get grey and stuff like that, but no one cares in the wilderness. No one. So yeah, I hope you found this guide a little bit helpful. So yeah, please share it with new players and share this video with your friends. Would be really awesome. Everyone helps. Everything helps, really. So please leave a like and subscribe and leave your comments in the description. Oh, leave your opinion in the description, in the comments. Oh my god. So special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor O, Lukario, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Giovanni, Vargas, RealMadWurst, Mip, Greta, you, and all the others, of course. So never forget to make your flag, make party art, I mean party art. See you all next time. Goodbye.